13 ABC Action News in high definition.
Ohio's efforts to lease its Turn-Pike shifted into another gear today. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christian Brown.
And I'm Susan Ross Wells. The federal government will allow Ohio to use $1.5 million to study whether the leasing idea makes sound financial sense. Critics are against the idea, and they point to Indiana's experience.
13 ABC's Bill Horman traveled to Indiana to look at their road. He joins us live with what he discovered.
Yeah, we're told that the Indiana toll road is an absolute mess and that it's poorly run. But that's not what we found. Really, all drivers know is what they see when they're traveling a turnpike, and they have very simple demands.
Smooth roads on turnpikes, easy on and off to get rest stops and stuff.
We traveled along Indiana's toll road to take a look. 5 years ago, the state leased its 157 miles for $3.8 billion. An Australian company now runs the road, and some charge they're running it into the ground. But we saw obvious signs of road repavement and drivers that don't find the going bumpy at all.
Much better than before. Roads look nicer, easier to travel on.
I think the road is great. It's in much better condition than it was.
Tolls have gone up a lot in the last 5 years. Cars paying nearly double now. Truck drivers paying more than $36, up from $18. But the new private owners say that money's being plowed back into the roads and bridge repair.
I think Ohio and Indiana have got it beat, compared to the East Coast.
So drivers are telling us they don't notice much of a difference between the roads in Indiana and Ohio. You do notice a bit of a difference in the travel plazas, though, and that brings up an interesting question. Is Ohio asking enough for its turnpike? Remember, Indiana's is 85 miles shorter, and Ohio has miles and miles of new pavement and extra lanes in spots. And the state's even spent millions of dollars upgrading each of its travel plazas. But still, Ohio only expects $3 billion in lease, much less than Indiana's $3.8 billion. Could be a great deal for new private owners.
How do you put a price on a road?
If there are safeguards put into the contract and the revenues come into the hands of the state, then the public interest and the benefits of the revenues will be a balance. I think that would be a workable plan.
Well, if Ohio works out a lease with a private owner, Ohio would try to get some of that toll revenue. It would also demand that the roads be in good repair. And this would only be a 40-year lease. Indiana's is a 75-year lease. But as we say, with regard to private ownership versus public ownership, the drivers we talked to said they haven't noticed a difference. Reporting live from the